Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it if you're watching us on YouTube. And if you're listening to us in the audio realm, consider using CastBox.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic podcast app.
It really is.
And while you're there, you can download it for free on iOS or Android devices. Look up Going In Raw. Hit that subscribe button, and then leave us a nice comment or rude comment. I don't really care.
Yeah,
which
just
one.
comment's good.
Just comment. Just
Comment's
comment's good.
good.
It actually goes a long way towards helping Going In Raw.
It really does.
It helps boost exposure for the show
it
and
really
whatnot.
does.
We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. It's a great way to support Going In Raw as well. It's more of a you kick us some money and we give you stuff back. Like, for example, today we got another episode of post-show Yay or Nay, where today we might do, because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. No, I am going to be here tomorrow.
But not for
But
post-show.
I'm not going to have a post-show tomorrow because I'm leaving.
Well, we can still have a post show tomorrow.
Who?
I can
Both of
still
us?
do it.
You're
No,
going to do it?
I can do it.
It can be like my goodbyes post-show. I'm going to, like, I can't say what I'm doing. It will involve getting on a plane, though. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you've already said too much.
I'm going to get on a plane. I might die.
Stop.
I might
talking.
die.
Stop.
I might die.
Stop talking.
Okay? Because a plane goes way up in the sky. It's unnatural. Really is.
Well, birds fly, and that's natural.
So you could see the very last appearance of me. All you got to do, $5 a month on the Patreon, patreon.com/Steven Larson. Oh, boy. We're filming Matt Chat today, too.
Yeah.
If you want to get your face on Matt Chat,
Yes,
$20 a month.
Get your questions in by 2 o'clock Tuesday, today, 2
We
o'clock
can't-
p.m. Pacific.
We can't open up Matt Chat to like $5 patrons because we get too many.
It would be too many.
It would be too many.
Too many.
Way too many.
Way too many.
Way too many.
Before we continue, Steve, the second half of your birthday gift finally arrived. It's sitting on your lap right there.
Karen, the
Would you like to-
moderator.
you're not even paying attention to me.
Karen, the moderator, said not the day to make plane jokes. I know. Okay, man.
yeah.
I know. I was like, wait, did a plane go down today?
No,
yeah,
you gotta
a long
think
time ago.
Historically
Ooh.
speaking, that's probably not a good idea.
Way to bring it down, Karen. I made you a moderator, not to
Just-
bring things down.
Just open that. Gosh.
It's the birthday that never ends. It's a big birthday for me, 4-0.
It's true.
So I'm glad
Well,
that it never
where's the
ends.
other part of it? Because I brought you something else today. Show that.
Oh, the Rockstar?
Yeah, that's your favorite.
Heck yeah. Oh, because here's the thing. This isn't like an ad or anything. Rockstar, they've got this recovery drink now. It's fruit punch flavored. It tastes exactly like fruit punch. Like, what's
Like
that?
Hawaiian punch.
Hawaiian punch.
Kind of, yeah. You love it.
Did somebody talk to John Carl about getting us an ad deal with
Oh, I'd be all
Rockstar?
about that. Open that now.
It's my present numero dos.
So I told you. You think that was actually going to do anything? I taped that to high hell, man.
I just started touching it and it opened.
Oh, wow.
Why did you tape this shit out of this? Where are
Because
the
I did it with
scissors?
the other one, and it was funny. You used to do that to me all the time, man.
Really?
Yeah.
No, look at that.
So
Didn't
you're going to
have
love
purpose.
this. Think what it is.
Yes! Oh, this makes me so fucking happy. Thank you so much. Yes!
All right, so guess
Yes!
of all the people who are affiliated with the Mad
This
Faction.
is a Jeff Jarrett shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am so, dude, I'm so wearing this.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this, man, to the thing. Oh, man, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, man, I'm going to be so nice to you today and maybe like the rest of the week.
Well, you don't have to be just because of that.
Oh, I'm so excited. I got a freaking Mad shirt, dude. Oh, that's exciting.
So did you see it on Jeff Jarrett's Pro Wrestling Tee store in advance, or did?
I saw it there. I had
right.
no idea that you were going to do that, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I had no, because usually Pro Wrestling Tees takes forever to get here.
Yeah.
And that was like, I feel like it still should have been like 3 more weeks. But man, no, that's freaking
It's
great.
funny, of all the people in Mad, of course, is in Jeff Jarrett's store.
Yeah, I know, exactly. What am I affiliated with now? Mad? All right, let's get it. Ain't I great? Get it in my store. They'll sell gangbusters. No, you don't get any revenue.
Ain't Mad great?
Ain't Mad great? Because I couldn't find a AAA merch store of their own.
No.
I think this officially actually makes me a part of Mad.
Does it really?
I think AAA is that loose with their rules.
Oh, wow.
I mean, think about it.
Congratulations. You're up there with Conan and Juventud Guerrera.
Hoovy,
and, of course, ain't he great, Double J Jeff Jarrett.
I bring class to that organization.
Oh, and Teddy Hart.
Teddy, there you go. Man,
Steve Company right there.
Well, yeah. Now I bring the preeminent pro wrestling podcast to the table. I kind of feel like I'm bringing class to the occasion.
Yes. All right, let's do a quick thoughts on Raw, then we'll do some super chats and get to the detailed breakdown. I mean, as a go-home show, it's kind of what's in line with most go-home shows in that it wasn't nothing really exceptional.
I feel like more things happened. I think there was more things. I was okay with this one.
You're all right because Leo Rush showed up.
Yeah, I had to really convince myself not to use Leo Rush for the thumbnail today, not to go all in Leo Rush official on Raw. So we're going to talk about exactly what they're doing with 205 Live as it pertains to Raw, because it's kind of an interesting approach. Drake Maverick still wearing that Authors of Pain gear, looks goofy as hell.
Drew Gulak still being part of the heel locker room.
I love that, because that
Leo
to me.
Rush.
What did I tell you ages ago when Drew Gulak, the first time he said I'm the preeminent, or I'm the best submission artist in WWE,
best submission wrestler.
Yeah,
and he didn't classify himself as a cruiserweight, therefore he can move freely from 205 to Raw or SmackDown.
He was future proofing his job, and look at him now. I think they probably have their eyes on him.
Here's what I find interesting about 205 Live: they tried showcasing the talents, in-ring talents, and competitors on there. But it wasn't in any sort of substantial way. It's just in several men tag matches.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're taking a different approach.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They're highlighting the personalities of 205 Live on Raw.
Yeah.
And seeing that's going to draw eyeballs to the show.
I think
it seems.
We're still a couple weeks out from seeing really if that's what the plan is, completely. I do appreciate that. The Drew Gulak thing I really like, because he's wrestler. He's not just managing somebody. The Leo Rush thing with Bobby Lashley, I'm really looking forward to. I think that could be really cool. There was a lot of stuff going on. It was kind of a weird episode. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of, it didn't really come off that way, but there's a lot of weird.
There's a lot of recaps for storylines weren't even happening on Raw.
Oh,
there were at least 2 or 3
with Charlie Flair.
SmackDown recaps. There was that one. There was AJ and Joe, and there was Jeff and Randall.
Yeah,
they all had recap packages. Plus, the recap package more or less opened the show after Braun came out. It was really recap heavy.
The entire thing was. It really was. I was actually kind of surprised because I started watching it last night. I usually do this. I usually get into it about 5:20 or so. I'll watch it until 6 o'clock when Lacey gets back, and then we'll watch The Shield, and then or whatever program we're watching. And then I'll go back to it for the last hour, and then I'll watch the rest of it the next day. I'm all over the map with Raw.
Usually I'll watch the first 2 hours.
3 hours is a lot. SmackDown, I'll watch it from beginning to end and be fine.
Yeah, no. Raw, I watched the first 2 hours Monday night, and then if I have time, I'll save the last hour Tuesday morning. If it doesn't look like I'm going to, then I got to watch all 3 hours Monday night.
Yeah, but there was a lot of that. There was a lot to like here.
I'll put it this way.
There was some stuff to legitimately like. We got to talk about Bob Roode, man. That's if you thought that smile looked pained before, that he looks like he would want to be anywhere else.
Well, I'm hoping that's all part of the storyline.
Me too.
That's what I'm hoping.
Me too. Transition to strong heel.
Yes. Anyways, get some super chats in, and then we'll do a full recap.
I'll put it this way. Let me just, in a nutshell. I thought it was a better go-home show than I think we've gotten used to, though. I'll say that.
The bar is set so low of late for go-home.
It has been. That's kind of what I'm saying, though. The bar is so low.
I think in that sense, it kind of fulfilled my expectations.
Okay.
Like any episode of Raw, there's good and there's bad, and there's a lot that's in between.
Yeah.
And this was no different. 22C Rossi, thoughts on WWE 2K19 roster missing Ciampa, Cross, Kendrick, and many others.
Ciampa's going to be in there.
I actually am hoping that it's part of his overall heel persona. He doesn't want to be in the game.
So in theory that works great, but I want him in the game. Wasn't he in last year's game?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, he's going to be in.
But
he
wasn't the Ciampa we know now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, every year.
He has theme music again, so he's quickly transitioning away from that.
Every year, there's some wrestlers left off the roster. Some of them are eventually included in various DLC. Just some never show up in this.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki Cross was in it last year. She'll be in it this year. Brian Kendrick. he need to be in? Does he? I mean, he's sort of like now he's like lower henchman. He's like sub
he's
Jack
barely on the
Gallagher
show.
henchman.
He's barely on the show.
I like Brian Kendrick a lot.
I do.
Don't think he's necessary.
But and he's kind of being underutilized.
I'd rather have like a historical wrestler like Farmer Brown. No, Orville Brown.
Zach Hollywood, do you think the improvement in creative recently is because Vince feels threatened by the success of All In? No, he probably didn't even know what All In is.
Vince doesn't even know what's happening on NXT.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what's going on in his own developmental. I don't think he knows dick about All In.
He doesn't. Josh Little, considering hold on.
Should Renee be inserted into the Shield story?
I skipped ahead.
No, I really love that they keep her. Dean should not be the character who's married guy.
I feel like there's one person in all WWE who can bring up their marriage, and that's Samoa Joe. That is it.
Yeah, I agree. Dami Ray, he says, hey, friendos. Skull Vikes, your next Super Bowl champs. Mike Hughes, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ambulances in the Ocean says, heading to work, you guys always brighten my day. The grind is real. Too sweet hearty handshake later, friendos. Ayo Worm.
Take this money, guys, and for all the friendos, including me, who might be affected by the hurricane on the East Coast, please be safe. Yes, please be safe. Please.
Apparently that thing is literally going to be the size of North Carolina when it hits North Carolina.
Seems like, all the Carolinas, all the Mid-Atlantic region is going to get hit hard, so please be safe.
Yeah.
Josh Little, again, considering she's married to Dean, referencing previous question. The eyebrow, the Vikings, or the Zack Ryder of the NFL? Go Pack.
Probably not a good thing. Joe Juarez, CMLL's anniversary show is coming up. Should be worlds better than Triple Wrestling.
Well, it should be different.
It should be, it might be an actual, like a proper wrestling show, but Triple Mania transcends all because it's not a proper wrestling show. It's Triple Mania.
Quiet Wyatt. Well, shit. I just sent you the mad tea I got from Lucha Expo. Tea looks like Juventud made them himself.
Well, that's great because then I'll have a proper one and a gym one where I cut the sleeves off. That's perfect.
Yeah.
The more mad shirts, the better.
Steve will take 7 mad shirts, please.
I'll take them all. I'll rep them all over the place. It'll be great. So excited about that.
Yeah.
Guillaume Halili, that new Spider-Man game is real. Buyer's Guide to Cryptid says, hey guys, first super chat ever. I've waited so long to hear Undertaker and John Cena explain to Baron Corbin how to get over. Love all you friendos. Here's what you do, Baron. You gotta wear really menacing clothes and purple gloves.
Baron.
And beat Hulk Hogan in your first big match.
Don't listen to Mark.
For the title.
Not the 1990s anymore. What you do.
And then spend 30 years on the grind. And at one point, you're going to ride a motorcycle for like 8 years. And then you're going to die again. And you're going to come back dead man. And then you're going to wrestle until your hip falls off. That's how you get over Baron Corbin. I'll put you down like a dog. Sorry, John. Do you have anything to add?
No, I don't. Mr. Blue 7, a lot of empty seats on Raw in the last hour.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Kyle Young, I can mail frozen Lou Malnati's deep dish to Going in Raw. That'd be awesome.
Frozen Illuminatis.
Wittypedia, my son is getting his hearing aid today. So can Ashley catch the stream? Have a good show and keep it real, friendos.
Tell your son good luck
Yep.
and God bless. That's so sweet. I love that. That warms the heart. I'm all about the little kiddies these days, man. Little Alabama. Anyways, let's talk about the show.
Yeah, so it kicked off with this new faction, which I guess they're calling the Dogs of War now.
I like that name.
It's not bad.
Look, I'll be honest with you, man. Okay, I can't always bring the positivity, but I think that Braun as this giant monster mastermind around all this chaos, and he's flanked by one stud and Dolph Ziggler, and then he's got all these other heels out there. Whether it makes sense or not, I think it's kind of cool.
Doesn't make sense.
I think it's cool. Kevin Owens doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. And I still think it makes Braun look a little weak. Because before, he didn't need any of that. He didn't need any of it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But here's the thing.
We've gone over this ad nauseum. Adds dimension to his character, yes. And if he is some sort of evil mastermind, okay, I understand that. But there's ways that he can play evil mastermind without having to use the entire heel locker room to cover his butt against the Shield.
I'm not going to convince you. I understand that. I'm just laying out what I really appreciate about it. He does a maniacal. He does a really good maniacal laugh now.
Yeah.
He does a good maniacal evil smile. He's roaming around backstage, jacking everybody looking for Roman Reigns all episode. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that's fine.
He took Charlie's microphone away from her.
And he did the interview.
He went to the ring, waited for Roman Reigns. And yeah, Roman Reigns, Samoan dropped him down through the floor or whatever, stage. And I was kind of surprised. Well, I mean, we can talk about it then, I guess. But at the end of the show, I was kind of surprised by how little reaction that spot got.
I know.
Do they
it
go?
It fell flat a little bit.
Do they? I mean, are people kind of? We got a lot of that during Roman and Braun's feud a year ago, more than a year ago now.
Yeah.
Are people just kind of? It's like, oh well, it's sort of a staged area. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't really feel like.
I think part of it too is part of they thought that spot would be more dramatic and impactful than it really ended up showing.
Right?
TV.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a set for something larger.
Hey, but shout out to Roman for that freaking core strength,
yeah,
right?
man.
I mean, that was pretty crazy. I cheered just for that.
Yeah, some good squatting and deadlifting there.
So, I mean, look, I get that you're not into it, and I, totally respect that. I kind of am. I'm going with it. I think it's kind of cool. I think that I personally don't see him as looking weaker now. I just think it's sort of different now. It's like Hogan joining the NWO. He was like a monster in the first place. Then you have him join up with Hall and Nash. It's like, oh my God, what is going to beat this? What is going to beat that?
Well, the Shield is. We know that.
Roman Reigns is totally going to.
Yeah, we know that. That's part of the problem too. Is that they might put some bumps in the road ahead of us, but there's virtually no drama in any of this. We know how it's going to end up.
Man. Is there any chance? What are the odds in your head that Braun's going over at Hell in a Cell? Braun's going to pick up that Universal Championship. Foley's going to turn heel.
25%.
That high?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Right on. That's a 1 in 4 chance.
If it wasn't for Foley, it'd probably be about 10%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll be honest. My sort of, because I'm with you. I kind of feel like there's a huge chance Roman Reigns retains at Hell in a Cell. It's going to be silly, right? If they put that title on Braun now, 1 month after SummerSlam, at a relatively sort of low-level pay-per-view, that might mean something. That might mean they're not afraid to sort of toss that title around here and there and have Roman actually chase something that is a bit more compelling than just waiting out Brock Lesnar.
I understand that. The problem is they haven't really treated either of the world titles like that recently.
You're right, they haven't, which is why I don't think it's going to happen.
They've been all about long reigns.
But if they do,
yeah,
and I don't think it's going to happen. If they do, I'll be fairly intrigued. Anyways, Dolph, Drew, and Braun come out. The rest of the heel locker room
most
comes
of the heel
out.
locker room comes out, surrounds the ring. They all talk. Mm-hmm. Braun says, Shield, you are the Hounds of Justice, but I have my Dogs of War, so I guess that's their name now.
Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Officially or unofficially.
Maybe it'll have a cool shirt.
Well, this is WWE, man. How many cool shirts do they really make?
Braun's have been okay. If they get the same dude who did Braun's. I like the hands on the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh, yeah.
Because the hands looked all weird.
Yeah.
They're like big sausage fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah, I wasn't in that one terribly.
Oh, man, you're just poo-pooing everything today.
No.
You're all about, you see this Mad shirt, and you're like, man, can we just start reviewing AAA?
Can we just watch Triple Mania every Monday instead? All about Triple Mania. Anyways, Shield comes out to the ringside area. They start beating up all the heels surrounding the ring, and then Dean produces a duffel bag full of axe handles. And they take those axe handles and start beating everybody up.
When they started doing it, took me Corey Graves saying, "Oh man, if you give them some axe handles, then," because I was like, "What the hell what is that?"
They're axe handles.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if they were axes. Because man, that'll chop down some foes, like they're zombies.
I mean,
and
this isn't
like right in the head.
This isn't that kind of wrestling, man.
What kind of wrestling does include that?
None.
Like CZW?
None. Not even that.
No.
Well, maybe
That one where that dude got hit by a car in the backyard.
Yeah.
Gribby.
Yeah. Did you see that one where, who was it? Shoot. I think Sami Callihan clotheslined somebody while he was in the backseat of a car.
Yeah, it was MJF.
Yeah.
No, it was Janela.
Yeah.
Clothesline MJF.
Yeah. That's what it was, yeah.
That was
awesome. Pretty funny. The car was going maybe like 6 miles an hour. Yeah. It was great. Anyways, the Shield hit the ring with the axe handles. They rough up Jinder pretty good.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Dogs of War, Braun, Dolph, and Drew, they leave, stand at the top of the ramp.
Wait, so are they exclusively the Dogs of War,
Yeah.
or is the rest of the heel locker room, they're not the Dogs of War?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
They're all henchmen. Kevin Owens is a henchman now.
No, he had a big promo last night.
I don't care. He was ringside. He got beat up, not inside the ring. In that segment, he was a henchman.
Well, he's doing double D, picking up a little extra money as a background extra.
Maybe.
But then he had a big old promo where he said he has carte blanche.
That was great. He should not be out there ringside.
I agree, but he's there.
But he shouldn't
Are you
be.
going to say more Kevin Owens isn't better than no Kevin Owens?
Well, I more Kevin Owens in a sensible and logical storyline is better. Him out there just to get beat up is not better.
I'm sorry. Did you just use the word sensible and logical?
Yes, I did.
What are we talking about today?
I know. I understand we're talking about WWF Raw.
Right.
WWE Raw. Nonetheless.
Are we talking about Warzone?
Yeah, Raw is war. Next, we had a little
God.
brief backstage video of the Bellas entering their locker room and had been trashed by Riot Squad.
Okay, this is where I'm going to turn into you right now and just be negative. Why are the Bellas?
Because WWE considers them mainstream crossover stars due to their reality show, and they're all building. They're going to be around to build up to Evolution.
Okay, so tell me this, Nostradamus. Are they going to be here after Evolution?
Maybe for a little bit.
And then they're going to be gone?
I don't know.
Read your tea leaves, man.
Inconclusive.
Damn it. Anyway, so yeah, the Riot Squad trashed the Bellas locker room. That's what they do.
Spray painted some stuff. They're just a nuisance, Riot Squad.
Yeah. I mean, really, they take that up with like the building manager, right?
Well, you should take it up with HR too, because they're employees of WWE.
They're freelancers. I don't think they have to adhere to any HR standards. For freelancers can do what they want.
No, I'm pretty sure there's an HR department at WWE.
Seemingly, fairly, that's a recent thing.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Next, backstage, the Shield are face-to-face with a line of police officers. They're arguing. Mm-hmm. Baron Corbin comes in and says, all right, stop it. You guys, Shield, get out of the arena. If not, I'm going to have you arrested, and then you got to vacate all your titles.
Give me your axe handles. Give them up now. What? Where are the axes on axe handles?
Why do you just have handles and not axes?
Did you hide the axes? So anyways, yeah.
That happened. They said, all right. Seth was the one that said, all right, we'll do that.
Fine, we'll leave.
And Roman had to stare down with one of the police officers, and then they left.
Ruby Riott then got beat by Nikki Bella, and I wanted to throw up at that point.
It wasn't a terrible match. So Nikki is, of the Bella twins, Nikki is the better wrestler.
I don't care, man. Bella should be putting over Riot Squad. Who asked me? Somebody asked me this.
Maybe after Evolution
on Twitter,
because they're building up the Bella, especially Nikki, if she's gonna be taking on Ronda Rousey. She needs to get some wins together.
Can they please start booking Ruby Riott strong? I really like her. Her and Ember Moon, man.
Yeah, man.
Just build.
Ember Moon wasn't even on TV last night.
Build your entire show around those two women. They're great. Somebody asked me that. Somebody said, shouldn't Nikki Bella be the one putting? And yeah, I believe so. If they're going to get into a feud over a tagged up locker room or dressing room, whatever it is.
Yeah, dressing room.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
But totally expected.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're gonna book her super strong. That's
yeah.
fine. She's a lot of money for them, but still, it's kind of annoying. You can look, but you can't touch. At least, like you said off camera, at least it wasn't Brie Bella.
I didn't say that off camera.
This ring rust. You said, God, she's terrible at that ring rust.
I didn't say that.
And I was like, dude, ease up a little bit. And you're like, no.
I didn't say any of that.
No.
I said Brie showed
Never
a
wanna
bit
see her
more
again.
ring rust than Nikki.
Yeah.
Based on their last two performances, but I didn't say
You
any
said
of what you
she's
said.
garbage.
Didn't say that.
I was like, wow, dude.
Didn't say any of that.
Jeez.
Man, you did get negative real quick.
It was pretty rough what you were saying earlier.
Didn't say any of it.
Nikki won with the Rack Attack 2.0, which is
Yeah.
a terrible name anyways. So, yeah, Ruby Riott, who's $1 million, lost to Nikki Bella, who's garbage
I
money.
feel like I'm going to be a lot more relaxed when you're not around here for a few days.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. You probably should be. About to take a sweet vacation.
Kind of. Next, Drake Maverick and Authors of Pain backstage. He's minus the vest, but he's still more or less in the same getup as
I
them.
know. I
It's
was
too
so
much.
hoping. So I saw he was wearing like a black tank top. He looks like a little kid. And I was like, oh, wait. Is he just wearing, like, is he going to have, like, some jeans or something, looking like Dean Ambrose? But no, they came out. They panned out a little bit.
He has the knee pads and the cargo,
Yeah.
the camo cargo pants.
And we
all
called
of
this last week because, Vince probably finds out hilarious.
it. Especially at the end of this whole thing, because he gave a little pep talk to Authors of Pain, at the end of which Authors of Pain were getting hyped up for the match, and he's standing there smiling.
No, he did. He was like, don't let them treat you like that. You're the best. Don't let them treat you. And he had kind of a mean face on. And then they were like, yeah, they did this stuff. And they
he's
turned around.
smiling.
And he went like this. He went like that. Like he busted out the smile. Like, it was
know.
just big. It's so bad.
It is.
It's so bad. The algorithm is simple, man. Put him in an Ellering-esque suit.
Menacing.
Oh, God.
So I'm telling you,
Like the least.
Drew Gulak with Authors of Pain put Drew in a suit He comes out with AOP to bring about a better Raw tag division. It makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, but here's what I don't like about that. Then he'll be stuck in manager guy. Now,
I don't think Leo Rush is going to be stuck as manager.
I hope not. On Raw, he probably will be. I hope not. God, I hope not. But yeah, and even I'll be honest, man. Even making it Drake Maverick, he's so antithetical to what the AOP really is.
Yeah, I know.
You know, he's so like charming and little
high
guy.
energy and,
like he should be at a club somewhere dancing to some really bad house music.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's hanging out with
There's nothing menacing about him.
No, he's the least menacing person.
Whereas Paul Ellering had that gravitas.
Oh man, he could play Lucifer himself.
Yeah, man.
The devil.
Yes, the devil.
What's going on there?
He had some lint or something flying in the air.
Weird little.
So next was the Authors of Pain taking on Ronnie Ace and Nathan Bradley. Naturally,
I love these guys.
Oh,
man.
they were great.
They were awesome.
Naturally, not much of a match. Authors of Pain pick up the win with a super collider.
Well, yeah, they were super jobbers.
Oh yeah,
these weren't like the debuts of some new hot act from Ring of Honor.
And that super collider was stiff.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah, it was nasty.
Oof,
it was bad. So yeah, they got messed up.
Yes,
and Drake Maverick was all. I mean, it's funny because like they just sort of restarted what they were doing in the first place with Authors of Pain. Just hopefully this time because Drake Maverick's around, he's not going to let them go down to main event.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the algorithm.
Oh, you think they're going to go back to main event?
No, I don't think Drake Maverick is the ingredient necessary to freshen them up on Raw. It's just not a good fit.
Yeah, but I mean, what are they going to do though? I mean, they'll probably have. That's not what they're going to do, man.
No, but that's what they should do because it's a great idea.
I agree with you. Well, kind of. I kind of disagree. We're going to get like an AOP revival feud, maybe. Like the tag titles are going to be tied up between either the Dogs of War
or the Shield.
I
know, for a while.
Yeah. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So what are they going to introduce some mid-level tag titles now for the
rest
rest of the division?
They're not going to do that at all.
So what are they going to do? Is Drake Maverick going to be on the line?
Biding their time till that all clears out.
Are they going to turn Drake Maverick into a title?
Is he going to be in a shark cage?
He's small enough. Just put him around.
Well, for Authors of Pain, but maybe not for the revival. They're a little shorter.
They're tiny.
Well, they're not tiny. They're like my height. Not tiny. Average.
I think they're shorter.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They're shorter, man.
Next, we had something we don't see on Raw very often. A video recap for a SmackDown storyline.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
And it happened a couple other times during the show. This one was, of course, Randall Orton, Jeff Hardy, Hell in a Cell match. I mean, it was well done and all. But I just kind of feel like if there's a brand split, there should be a brand split.
Yeah, I know, but the bottom line is SmackDown's ratings are crap. So they want to try to boost ratings and get more interest in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I understand that. It was weird because the show was already so recap heavy, and just toss in 3 more recaps.
Oh man, I don't know if anybody's done the math on it. Does anybody ever do like the actual math week to week on Twitter, like breaking down? This is actual content, even if it's promos, not recaps. Promos. This is actual content versus commercials and recaps.
Well, I'm sure it's easy to do if you have the time to do it. You have to catalog the time. I mean, like as soon as the pay-per-view is over.
Well,
match times for a pay-per-view.
If it's your stated goal to do that, sure, it's easy.
Yeah,
but does anybody actually do that?
I don't know.
I want.
They do it pay-per-view, so
I want to know, man.
After that, we had a line of police, the same ones from prior, guarding the arena. I guess limo pulls up. Out comes Triple H. He has arrived.
Did you see he was like scouting the officers? They might be the next NXT guys.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking at them. Yeah. You know, he was so like he so wanted to go up to one of them going like this.
But he didn't.
These guys have been securing their lives for this moment.
Securing their lives for this moment.
You know, I've been securing a spot for them at the greatest NXT place ever. Anyways.
Next, he came out to do a promo.
They find it funny that Shawn Michaels could get under the skin of The Undertaker by saying, I'm going to win. At this age, we should be beyond all that. I see all the comments on the Twitter and my YouTube comments, and at this age, I'm past all that at this time in my career.
Except when it came to The Undertaker.
But The Undertaker gets emotional over something HBK Shawn Michaels says. Well, I'm going to do this.
Well, he says, I say this out of a little bit of respect I have left. Undertaker, I'm going to put you down.
I'm going to put you down like a dog.
It's funny because
So,
The Undertaker never said that in his back and forth with HBK. I don't think he said like a dog.
Yeah, he did.
I think he just said, I'm going to put you down.
No, he said like a dog. He said, I put Triple H down like a dog like 3 times or something like that. I swear to God, he said like, if he didn't, man.
He didn't say that in the recap package they said they showed last night, though.
Oh, that's just a recap package.
I
He
understand.
talked for a good like 50% more than that. No, he total. Look, if he totally didn't say like a dog, then I am beyond repair. You need to start worrying about your future with this show.
I kind of do already.
Because I'm going to start doing these recaps.
Well, remember when
I'm going to start doing these
we
recaps.
were doing the All In recap,
Yeah.
and you were like, no, there was no lyrics in Stephen Amell's song.
Yeah.
There's a couple people in the comments said, yeah, there were lyrics.
No, there were lyrics,
But they said it was the full song.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
We should go back and listen to it.
That's fine.
Solid.
It totally wasn't, though. At least live it wasn't. They might have did something different for the broadcast. I'm telling you, man. I might have it. Did I probably didn't put it in the vlog. I'm telling you, man. Unless I'm tripping. Hey,
Could
look,
be.
if I'm wrong about all that, dude, you need to really start putting your resume out there because this show's going to tank. Or it's going to get even better because they're going to say, what crazy shit is Steven thinking
That
of
might
this
be
time?
it, but that's short-lived.
Yeah, maybe. Could be like a next viral sensation. Steve going crazy on Raw.
Again, that's short-lived.
Yeah, man. Anyways.
Viral videos on channels rarely lead to longevity.
Viral videos.
There's a lot of syllables there.
People love seeing people get crazy, man. Anyways.
After that, we had the Raw tag titles defended. B Team get the rematch, taking on new champions Dolph and Drew.
This is what we call a formality.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, because there was
Even Curtis Axel, when he's doing the B Team, go, 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 looked like he was going through the motions. It's like, I know I'm supposed to do this to get the crowd involved, but I know it's going to do no good because we are so losing.
So, dude, I know we've had this discussion about. So, for example, Roman Reigns. Like, he's getting a fat paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
What does he really care if this Universal Championship thing just keeps on being put off? And you seem to think that, yeah, he probably cares a little bit. And I'm like, I don't really think he cares. These guys being as low on the totem pole as they have been,
Yeah.
they got to care a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
They have brand new theme music.
Especially for Bo, this is like the closest brush he's had. Well, this is the only gold he's had since he's been on the main roster.
Right.
I mean, Axel's former IC and tag champion.
Yeah, but that went nowhere.
Yeah.
To have like basically a brand new gimmick that you've been doing for like a couple weeks, essentially, right? And then that's all just scrapped because all of a sudden Vince wants to go in a different direction with the tag titles and include them in the main event scene.
Yeah.
Man, that has got to. And did you see Drew? Number one, he looked great.
Oh, yeah.
But when they did the Claymore zigzag thing or whatever it is, and Drew pinned him in like the least forceful way possible.
Oh, I know.
It was and all that just to set up Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose after the match attack the Dogs of War.
Yeah.
That must be so disheartening.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
would think so.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Man. At least Roman knows
Question thread.
when he's not getting that Universal title is going to happen eventually.
Yeah, I know.
You know? Oh, he forgot to do that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Anyways, we got some business to take care of. We mentioned Drew pinned Bo after Drew and Dolph hit their finisher, the Claymore zigzag combo. Shield comes out. They go after Dolph and Drew, attacking them.
Yeah, dude. Anyways. Before we continue, we've got some words from our sponsor, forhims.com. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards, Larson? Any bald spots yet? If there are bald spots, you're not alone. 66% of men lose their hair by age 35. And the thing is, when you start noticing hair loss, it's too late.
So why turn to weird solutions or do nothing? We can turn to medicine and science. Forhims.com is the one-stop shop for men for hair loss, skin care, and sexual wellness.
Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat hair loss. No snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements. Only prescription solutions backed by science.
And it's easy. Answer a few questions. A doctor will review your order, and products are shipped directly to your door. That means no awkward in-person doctor visits or waiting rooms. Save time by going to forhims.com.
And now listeners of Going In Raw can get a trial month of of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy.
Go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR.
Again, that's forhims.com/GIR. Thanks to forhims.com for sponsoring today's show. And it really helps Going In Raw to check out their products at forhims.com/GIR. After that, we had Baron Corbin backstage. Seth and Dean show up. Baron Corbin sort of admitted that he was the guy who got Shield arrested last week.
Yeah.
And Seth then threatened Baron Corbin with filing a false police report, said he was going to get him arrested by his friendo, Mr. Sheriff guy.
Yeah, for the local parish.
Yeah, and then the dude started to read the old Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Miranda rights read to you?
Never.
No, you were in the back of a police car.
Don't want to talk about that.
Back in they didn't read to you your Miranda rights?
No, we hadn't been formally anything.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Mistakes of youth. Anyways. So, yeah. Then Baron, not wanting to be arrested, says, Seth, can I talk to you in private?
Yeah.
So then Dean and the officer, the sheriff guy, they walk outside. And then you notice on the officer's little name tag, it says Ambrose G.
Yeah.
Like first name G. Like, so this is Gene Ambrose.
Yeah, Gene Ambrose, yes.
You would think that Gene and Dean are related somehow.
Yes.
So we brought in Gene Ambrose. Well, I assume it's not Gary. I assume, it's got to rhyme with Dean.
It should
right?
rhyme.
So
it's funnier that way.
Mean Gene Ambrose. They start talking a
Did
little
you mention,
bit.
sorry, I was posting the question thread. Did you mention that when that segment started, Baron's like, hey, I told the Shield not to come back here. And Seth and Dean said, we're not the Shield. We're Seth and Dean.
That was pretty funny.
Roman's not here.
Roman's probably out enjoying what did they say?
Oh, something on a hurricane. Was it a drink on Bourbon Street of some sort?
Yeah, it was like a Chill Roman reference.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're going to come around to Chill Roman.
I thought they said a hurricane, which is a drink, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. So anyways, so they're outside. Then Seth comes out and he's having talked to Baron. He's like, hey, everything's good. I forget what he said after that. What did he say after that?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
There was
it.
a little bit more of an exchange between Gene and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And Dean says, next time I'm in jail, I'll give you a call. And Gene Ambrose said, yeah, cool.
Yeah. And they were very obvious about it, saying Ambrose. And Ambrose said something else kind of funny to Gene. Something like
It's the first time.
the speed limit should be suggested.
Yeah.
Not, set
A
in
firm
stone.
thing, yes.
Yeah.
It's the
was
first
funny.
time we've seen quirky Dean since his return, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. They're sort of dialing back a little bit on
Yeah.
what we thought was going to be heel Dean. Maybe that was just some foreshadowing for long-term booking, Larson. Probably not.
Now, next we had Kevin Owens against Tyler Breeze. Not much of a match. In fact, it wasn't even a match because there was no pinfall.
I tell you what.
Match kind of ended
yeah.
when Kevin Owens destroyed Tyler Breeze with an apron powerbomb.
Oh, God.
Ow.
Always looks like it hurts.
I'm sure it does.
It probably does hurt.
Yeah, it's the hardest part of the ring, Steve.
So then Kevin Owens gets on the mic, which always makes me happy, and he says, he said 2 weeks ago I came out here and quit, but they were able to keep me around. He didn't really specify who. You assume it's Baron and Stephanie.
No, he said Baron.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
He said, but Baron called me and said, come back. Baron recognizes talent. He's given me carte blanche, do whatever I want. And he said the reason he did what he did to Bob Lashley last week is because he injured Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn should be with him right now.
Yeah, and he said, keep in mind this is still the Kevin Owens show, and now I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. I'm hoping that leads to something cool for Kevin Owens. I've been hoping that for a long time, though.
Man.
Doesn't seem to happen. Roman,
Darn it, Roman.
you just stay alive, man. Anyways.
After that, we had a video recap of the Samoa Joe AJ Styles feud. Why it's on Raw again, I don't know.
You got, it's
SmackDown Live.
It's synergy, man. It's synergy.
And this is Raw.
Yeah, it's synergy, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Next, tag match. Bob Roode, Chad Gable taking on The Ascension.
Hey, Jimmy Thomas here in Discord has a good point. The teabag pin is the most disrespectful pin.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that. Even, what's worse, sort of teabag or when it's a little bit further and you get butthole pin? Like, if your nose is here and butthole's here, I feel like that's worse than, if the butthole's up here and the teabag
No, I
is
feel
right
like
here.
butthole in the nose area is the worst.
That's probably the worst, right? Because that's
Yeah.
where the doo-doo is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're agreement on that one.
Yeah, totally. Before the match, a brief picture-in-picture Bob Roode, Chad Gable promo. Chad Gable is super excited to be Bob Roode's tag team partner. Bob Roode somewhat less so, although he's acting like he's super excited about it.
So I thought that when he debuted as smiling glorious Bobby Roode that was the most pained I had seen. This is doubly so. When Chad Gable interrupts him with saying glorious, and Bob Roode has to act like that amuses him.
Yeah.
He looks like he's dying on the inside.
He does, but I'm hoping it's all part of the storyline because let's go to this match.
Okay.
As soon as the bell rings, Bob Roode is a legal man. Chad Gable tags himself in.
Yeah.
And quickly he gains the advantage. However, he is overwhelmed by Ascension. Gable gets the hot tag to Bob Roode. Bob Roode gets the upper hand. Looks like he's primed to deliver a glorious DDT. Chad Gable tags himself in. Gets the win, pinning Victor after the rolling German suplex.
Yeah.
So they're not on the same page.
Right.
And after the
Nonetheless, after the match, Bob Roode
was in a celebratory mood.
Very enthusiastic, as was Chad Gable. Chad Gable was doing all of his mannerisms too, doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I hope that they've given this to a lower level WWE writer who wants to prove himself, who's quality, who's good stuff.
Yeah.
And we have just the massive Bob Roode strong heel turn.
Yes, I hope so.
Just annihilates.
My worry is that it's not going to be as impactful as it could be because, and this is no disrespect to Chad Gable because I think he's great, he's like way lower on the card. Like if Bob Roode had turned on a mid-carder or upper mid-carder.
Like a Bob Lashley.
It would have been pretty impactful.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm with you on that. However, here's the thing. And again, this might just be me being overly optimistic or going crazy, which is, I totally think that's happening.
Could be.
My memory is just terrible these days.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Anyways, what I hope is he turns on Gable. And at that point, being completely comfortable with being a heel, because we know he can be, he will be able to bring the type of intensity that he needs to move up the card as heel Bob Roode.
So.
And it's not long before he's in sort of, a gender or above type positioning on the card, an Elias and up type positioning on the card as strong heel. That's my hope. The cynic in me and maybe even the realist in me thinks that that's not going to be the case, and they're just going to continue on to be a really awkward tag team.
Yeah, because somebody thinks it's funny, Vince.
Yeah. Because somebody thinks it's funny. Oh, Lord.
Next, Dogs of War backstage with Baron Corbin. Baron breaks the news that that Drew and Dolph will be defending the tag titles against Dean and Seth at Hell in a Cell.
Hey.
And, of course, they're not happy about it.
You have to. That's a top money match. And Stephanie
it's the
wants.
first pay-per-view that Baron has booked, and Stephanie wants it to be a good show.
And he's like, Braun, she wants you to have Universal Championship.
Yeah, keep that in mind for later on.
Yeah.
Because Stephanie also has someone be a special guest referee in that match.
Yep.
Anyways, next we had a tag match: Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Ronda Rousey and Natalya.
I thought this was a solid go-home segment for this feud.
It was all right.
They made Alexa Bliss look a little stronger here.
Yeah.
She was, she was killing that arm for Ronda Rousey, and then at the end,
Going after the ribs, too.
going after the ribs. So Rousey and got the win for the team, making Mickie James tap out to armbar.
Correct.
And then as the ref held both their hands high, Alexa Bliss came in, big kick to the ribs of Ronda Rousey. So I guess in that manner, even though afterwards they played the Bad Reputation song, Ronda Rousey's theme.
In a sense, Alexa Bliss got the last shot in.
Yeah, the math kind of.
It's going to work in this sense.
Yeah, I do. I'll say this though. I do think this. I don't think this is going to be as. I think it's going to be an easy victory for Ronda Rousey.
It's not going to be the squash it was at the last show.
That was a squash match.
Yeah.
I think it would be difficult for them to book a squashier match than what we saw before. So again, the bar has been set really low.
Short of judo throw armbar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the last match was downright humiliating for Alexa Bliss. That whole, I'm going to sit here and let you do whatever you want and I'm still going to destroy you. That was bad.
Yeah. Next, a Charlotte and Becky recap again from SmackDown Live. It's weird it's on Raw. Anyways.
He called her Charlie Flair.
Yeah. Next, Elias backstage with PA. PA gives us some tea. Elias spits it at him. Says,
Spit takes are always funny.
Yeah. Says, this isn't chamomile. How you expect me to sing? Drinking this is not going to lubricate my voice.
Yeah, man.
And then we hear Braun yelling. He's looking for Roman. He picks up somebody backstage.
Little
And-
tiny writer guy, probably a local
wrestler.
cruiserweight.
Yeah. Guy says, I don't know where he's at. Braun puts him down, then comes back and then throws him on some road
He
cases.
doesn't put him down; he drops him.
Yeah.
That was kind of impressive, actually,
Yeah.
for that dude to get dropped like that. And then he chucked him. It was pretty great.
Then we had a Ronda Rousey interview. Charlie
was
asked
good,
her
this
about
was
her.
good.
Yeah, it was fine. About
Yeah.
her ribs. She says, even when I'm hurt, I'm still the best. I never back away from a fight.
She said, even when I've been injured, I've never backed out of a fight because on my worst day, I'm still the best. She didn't do this. That's what
No.
she should do.
Yeah.
The chef kiss.
Yeah. Next, Elias came out, dropped a promo, talking some trash about New Orleans.
Yeah.
Said, why? I'm looking at these faces, and they all look kind of salty, kind of angry. Oh, is it because the Saints lost?
Yeah.
And he says, I just talked to Drew Brees. He can't wait to get out of this town.
It was pretty funny.
It was pretty good. He's interrupted by Mick Foley. He comes out. Foley can still drop a great promo.
Oh, he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, we thought this was just gonna be him, extolling the dangers of Hell in a Cell, which he kind of did, but then he also revealed that while talking to Stephanie McMahon, she just, he didn't want to just sit on the sidelines. He wanted to do something. He wanted to be involved. She made him, to cut a long story short, she made him special guest referee for Hell in a Cell.
For the main event, Roman versus Braun. So we have Stephanie telling Baron that she wants Braun to be champion. We have Stephanie making Mick Foley special guest referee. So there's obviously two ways this can go. Stephanie puts Mick in the cell as ref to secure a win for Braun, or Stephanie does that thinking that's what's going to happen. Foley counts the pinfall. Reigns wins, creating a further storyline between Foley and Stephanie. Those are the two avenues. But then there's not a whole lot of build to either of those, considering Hell in a Cell happened Sunday. And I don't know how involved Foley's going to be going forward.
There's zero. So WWE does plenty of things that, there's zero drama behind this. There's zero drama behind that. That's sort of par for the course, to be honest with you. It would be pretty cool if Foley turned on Roman and led to the Braun win.
It was Foley that gave Reigns an earful for holding the belt over his shoulder.
Yeah.
It wasn't on Mike, but he went to him and made sure he held it correctly.
That would be something else if they referenced such a small moment. So
No, I don't think they're going to reference it at all.
I think they'd be great if they did.
I don't think they reference it at all. But
is there any tack they can take where Foley basically gives the title to Braun to try to... Is there anything in his history with Hell in a Cell that would make him turn on Roman but try to maintain it for good reasons? Try to maintain a face role for good reasons? Trying to protect Roman from himself or something silly like that?
short of throwing in the towel type situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Foley has Strowman win the match to protect Reigns in some sense. That's really the only way I can think.
But boy, I mean, they're not afraid to book Roman weak sometimes, but boy, that'd make him look super duper weak.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it involved like Strowman handcuffing him to the cell or something like that.
And just being vicious. I mean, that's one thing that...
Because I don't see Reigns taking a leap off the Hell in a Cell. That's not going to happen.
No.
No.
We're going to get that with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Gosh, we're going to get a swanton off the top of the cell, aren't we?
Yeah. I don't want to think about it.
Totally going to happen, though.
I would be pretty intrigued if they had... It's been a while since Foley's been like a heel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be super cool if they did. I'll put it this way. I do think that the sudden change of direction with the tag titles, the illogic nature of Kevin Owens being one of the henchmen, but still fulfilling a second role of being like dude who can do what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. I do feel that there was some sort of sudden change in direction that feels definitive. That isn't just the status quo. That makes me think that maybe they are going to go with a title switch at Hell in a Cell, because the change in sort of direction with Braun going heel with the Dogs of War thing has been so sudden and so definitive at the cost of a bunch of other stuff. Like, Seth is still the IC champion, right?
Yeah, he hasn't defended that title in a long time.
He's going to go for the tag titles now, and
Yeah.
that the workhorse title is like not even existent now.
Mm-hmm. Here's another scenario. Stephanie could have made a deal with Foley to reinstate him as general manager.
Yeah. That could be at the same time. Yeah, that could be. Or co-general manager with Baron Corbin. That could be one. Again, we're reading maybe way too much into it.
Yeah.
But Baron Corbin keeps on talking about all the paperwork he has.
Yeah, it's too much for him.
Right? He talks about that a lot. And I don't know how long they want Baron to have kind of a non-wrestling role, which this has sort of brought him to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know either. I like not knowing. I really like that. I like that we're not talking about, they're going to put that title on Roman again. The title's on him. Are they going to have the Shield chase it? I don't know. I don't know. I have some time to figure out my prediction for this.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time.
No, we're either going to do it later today or first thing tomorrow.
So I've got some time to think
a little bit of
about
time. Anyways, next, Foley said Stephanie was going to let him be general manager for a moment and make one match for the night.
Which, again, could be some foreshadowing.
And so he made Elias versus Finn. For whatever reason, my DVR kept on being glitchy throughout this match, so I didn't see the finish. I just know that Finn won.
Yeah, dude. He missed. Elias got out of the way of a coup de grace, and then Finn rolled him up.
All right.
So he didn't even get the joy of a coup de grace. He got a roll-up victory.
Well, I would have had just color bars.
Okay.
That's what kept on showing up during this match, like 3 times.
My PlayStation View DVR is so like luckily last night it was fine. But if I run it and let it and walk away from it, it'll like in like Modern Family or whatever starts playing afterwards, whatever airs after.
Modern Family's before.
That's before. Whatever airs afterwards, even if it's like hours later and it's still going and a Modern Family comes on. I just know there's been times when it'll say, the next day I'll go to I DVR'd it so I can go back and watch it now. Mm-hmm. It'll be, instead of 3 hours of Raw, it'll be 3 minutes of Modern Family. What the hell? And it's so shaky. I'll hit it to go 32 times forward to go through a recap or a commercial, and it'll just sit there for a good 5 seconds thinking about whether or not it wants to do it.
And then just after the races, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Finn wins. Not a huge shocker.
Woo-hoo.
Next, Bobby Lashley's backstage working out.
And I heard the voice, and I was like, what, why is he here? Oh, it's so exciting. I hear, there he is, Bobby Lashley, ooh, working out. Wow, he's great. Yeah, small weights, high reps. That's how you do it.
He's got the rib injury.
Yeah, small weights, high reps. That's how you do it. And it's Lio Rush looking great. It's the man of the hour in a suit, sunglasses.
He says, who better to motivate Bobby Lashley than the man of the hour?
And the man of the hour. And Bobby Lashley stops. He says, okay, could you please be quiet? He's like, takes his sunglasses off and serious Lio Rush for a minute. And he's like, I'm here for you.
Trying to motivate you.
And Bobby Lashley's like, all right, let's get it. And then he gives him a big power slap on the back. I really love between that and my favorite, one of my Lio. If you guys aren't following Lio Rush on Twitter, he's a joy. There was the smoothie thing that he did with that developmental guy in NXT.
Yeah.
There was my favorite, his encounter with Keith Lee, when Keith Lee picked him up like a child and he said, "Put me down, I'm not a child." That was so great.
So good.
Oh man, so good. And then so Lio Rush is not afraid to make fun of being the smaller guy. And whenever the big powerful guys want to be big and powerful around him and kind of check him and put him in his place, he's not afraid to go there. I love that.
Yes.
I freaking love that. So now we're going to have Lio Rush. So let's talk about this really quick. I know this has been a long episode so far, but let's talk about this. We have Drake Maverick managing the Authors of Pain. Now we've got Lio Rush managing Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
This and Drew Gulak in a wrestling role, even though he hasn't wrestled on the show yet.
He is a member of Raw heel locker room.
Right, exactly. I like this idea of letting 205 Live seep into the cream of the crop of 205 Live, mind you. The next step, man, I'm telling you, I want to see Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali as a legit tag team on Raw or SmackDown. Holy crap, that would be great. That would be so great.
You need them, and you need Buddy Murphy.
Yeah. And there you go. So it will be very interesting over the next couple of weeks and months to see what is the plan here. What is the deal with this?
Right now it definitely seems like they're highlighting the stronger personalities from
right.
205 Live rather than showcasing their in-ring skills, because they tried that again in kind of more
in a really clunky way.
Yeah, because it wasn't really tied to story per se. It was more 6-man tag matches, exhibitions, if you will.
Yeah.
To showcase talent, in-ring talent. But it wasn't really connecting because the crowd didn't know if it was important or not.
Yeah, because it never was.
It wasn't.
It never was.
So we'll see if this pans out. Next, Braun interview, but he takes the mic from Charlie and interviews her. He says, "Do you know where Roman Reigns is at?"
Yeah.
And she says, "I don't think he's in the arena. Last I saw him, he was leaving."
She tried to be helpful, though.
Yeah.
She said, well, maybe if you go to the ring and call him out, he will show up. That's a good idea. Thank you for your assistance.
Gives the mic back to her, walks to the ring.
Walks off.
So we get Braun in the ring. He calls out Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Roman obliges. He walks out to the stage. Braun meets him up there. They brawl all over the place. Braun sets up an announce table spot. Roman gets the upper hand, hits a Samoa drop off the announce table, sending Braun and himself crashing through the stage. And that's how the show ends. Not as impactful as they probably thought it was going to be, but it was an impressive feat of strength.
So in this respect, I guess Roman can be the guy considered standing tall.
Yeah.
But neither guy was really left standing. They sort of just destroyed each other.
Yeah.
Because Roman didn't climb out of the pit.
No, he didn't climb out of the pit to do this.
Right, he didn't do that stuff.
But you could say that he had the upper hand in their last encounter.
Yeah.
To a degree. But I feel like this is a case where the algorithm isn't gonna.
The algorithm doesn't matter here.
No,
it doesn't. Roman is somebody mentioned this also. Roman is such that he can stand tall and still win every single time. This algorithm, it's transcendent. But I don't know. I mean, I like that I'm intrigued. I just have a feeling that I'm going to be disappointed because it's not even. Yeah. I don't see Roman losing this thing, but at the same time, they could this Foley thing. They're throwing this Foley thing in there. That could be fun. Foley sort of being a heel and helping Braun.
I don't know how much he's going to be around.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of a major thing.
Yeah, they've never been opposed to having stuff not make sense even in the short term though.
Oh, I know.
He could totally be a heel and then just not show up again.
I know.
That's a total possibility.
I know. All right, let's answer some questions, Steve.
Okay, sounds good.
Daniel Morris, A.O. Warren, be careful, friendo. We're going to get slammed 2, calling for 9 to 12 inches of rain. Too sweet, friendos. That's undisputed. We said it before. Please be safe. If you're in the Mid-Atlantic region with this hurricane coming, be safe.
Here's the thing. If you get an evacuation thing, you just evacuate. Get out of there. Just go.
There's a $5 super chat here that's been retracted. Don't know who it's from. Don't know what it said.
Message retracted. Well, thank you, mystery man.
Thank you, message retracted. Alto on a plane right now heading to L.A., freaking the F out. Any tips to keep my cool? Take a nap. Close your eyes. Take a nap.
So Alto's in the Bay Area, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's just going to L.A. He should be there by now. That's
it's a short flight.
When was that? When was that? So he's already on the descent at this point.
About 40 minutes ago.
12:19. Yeah, you're already there, dude. You're basically there.
Fear and Loathing NYC. Friendos, high as F. WTC survivor here.
Wow.
What would a Taker Matt Chat question sound like?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh.
Hello, Stephen Larson. Mark here with another Matt Chat question from the depths of hell. When my dog is getting old and I'm thinking of, he's on his last leg, I'm thinking of putting him down like a dog. How should I do it? Via tombstone pile driver or like an in-home vet coming in to administer a very peaceful cocktail of drugs to put my dog down like a dog?
If he didn't say like a dog, I'm going crazy.
We'll see if in here in chat mentions anything. Fear and Loathing NYC. Kevin Owens seems like he has to walk slower than the heel locker room just to not identify him being on Braun's side. Kind of sneaking in the back. Tom Fox. Braun didn't need the briefcase for a story.
He never needed the briefcase.
Nope.
Didn't make any sense.
Nope. Fear and Loathing NYC. Taker doing Wrestlers Court on trial or the Riot Squad for trashing locker rooms.
All right, girls. Here's the deal. We have these contracts with the managers of these buildings. You can't just go in spray painting all your crazy satanic symbols on the walls of these locker rooms. You can rest in peace.
What's the fine?
Oh, it's like, it's 20 chicken McNuggets for each wrestler affected. Wrestler court adjourned.
There you go. Jonathan, does old man Foley take a cage bump? No.
No, he can
No.
barely walk out to the ring.
I know,
He
man.
must hurt every day.
I know. Violet 221. If the members of the Dogs of War were each a breed of dog, what would they be? I feel like Dolph would be something like a Pomeranian.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was
Yeah,
gonna say a palm for
good.
Dolph. Well, Drew the
like
manliest.
like a Scottish wolfhound.
Scott, what does that look like?
I think it's a giant dog. It might be the largest dog.
Well, that's gonna be Braun as the
I
largest
know.
dog. I'm thinking like
Or it's
no.
Irish wolfhound. Sorry, Irish wolfhound.
So
that's what it is.
with Drew, I'm gonna go fictional with the dire wolf from freaking the Game of Thrones.
That's good.
Because it's majestic. I think there's some sort of magical element to it.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's a beautiful dog. Beautiful dog.
Yeah.
Because he's a beautiful man.
And Braun be whatever the largest, meanest dog is.
Well, largest. I mean, Braun kind of
largest is, I think it's Irish wolfhound, not Scottish, but
Irish wolfhound. I'm gonna take a look at this thing. That is not Braun. Braun's more of a mastiff, but like a mean mastiff.
yeah, no. Most of the large dogs aren't
Because
that
look at
mean.
this massive dog right here with
my
Human.
gosh.
Wow, that is big.
That is a massive, massive creature.
That's more like Big Show. We forgot to mention the whole Connor
yeah.
thing. I wanted to cry.
I know, me
through
too.
the whole thing.
Me too.
Like better, I think it's so great what they're doing with those little kids, but it chokes me up seriously. I can't deal with that stuff, man. Oh boy, I can't deal with that stuff. So
I guess Braun could be like a Rottweiler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dolph's like a little chirping dog. Let's see here.
Jonathan, absent-minded crazy Steve for president 2020.
Better than we have now. Wade Howitson. WWE should film like Game of Thrones, one part of the story each week.
Oh, that'll get complicated. The real Rich Hardesty, could it be that 205 Live is going to fold and they're transitioning the cruiserweight talent to new roles?
Is it gonna fold? I mean, that's a good question.
I doubt it.
You know, it'd be cool if it folded, and then like we can review something else on the Thursday show along with NXT, like Ring of Honor TV. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. You okay there? What's going on?
It's got an itch.
You got a little itch?
Alto, still in the air, flying from Orlando.
Oh man. Ooh,
That's a long
yeah.
flight. God, it's not the day.
Now you make me feel bad again.
You should feel bad.
Trying to make people forget about the ills of the world.
199 message retracted. Daniel Morris, I can't evac. I'm part of the emergency services. Mandated overtime. Time to break out the boats. Well, still be safe.
God bless you, Daniel
Yes,
Morris, and be
yes.
safe,
Be
my
safe,
friendo.
please.
Anyways,
We got some Patreon questions here.
oh yeah. Great question, Alex Foster. What other random things should cruiserweights do on Raw? What should I like TJP? What should he do on Raw?
He should just show up. He's been saying for a while that he's better than the competition on 205 Live. He just show up on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm curious if they're going to do this on SmackDown with anybody.
I know.
You know,
I know.
any 205 Live call-ups on SmackDown.
Well, I mean, because was it you that mentioned that Triple H said something, or you heard something about 205 Live maybe getting folded into NXT?
Yeah.
So maybe they're kind of taking the cream of the crop from 205 Live, bringing it up to the main rosters, and then anybody that still might need some work in some capacity, developmental, building character, whatnot, goes to NXT.
Yeah, that could be.
Don't know.
Why? Yeah, I wonder. Because 205, man, the ratings have not been great for 205. It is so all over the map. Sometimes it's
I know.
like completely like number 14.
It's weird.
Sometimes it comes in at like number 4 or 5 or whatever. It's not good.
Horton here's a new rider. When was the time that a superstar really impressed you the first time seeing them? And when was the time you were excited to see someone and they didn't impress you? Horton was really impressed by Killer Kelly and wasn't impressed by Keith Lee.
Probably when I saw Leo Rush against Ricochet at PWG for the
Yeah.
first time I had seen Leo Rush. Ever since then, I've been like a mark for him big time.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
Someone who hasn't impressed you, though,
Somebody who has not impressed
the
me.
first time you saw them.
I don't know, man.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
But my opinion was immediately changed later the same evening. The Kevin Owens first match at NXT against CJ Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed because he obviously broke his nose halfway through the match and continued, but I was like, all right, he's decent, but I don't see what the deal is about.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned on Sammy later the night and showed his mean side. I was like, oh, wow. All right, now I get it.
I'll say this. For as much hype as he came in with, being like apparently a really like super duper guy in NXT, like I'm a Bo Dallas fan, right?
Yeah.
But when I first saw him, when he had a couple little runs, a little stint on main roster for a second, I was like, okay, well, this guy could be cool, I guess. But I didn't really understand the hype behind him. I mean, I still don't think the guy could be like a main event player necessarily. I think maybe he had the potential, but I just, for being as I was barely, if even, watching NXT at the time. I didn't really get the hype.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, he's their champion? Cool, let's see what he can do. Okay, he's a wrestler. Cool.
Yeah. Well, like Kevin Owens at the time, I was not familiar with his indie work at all.
Yeah.
So it's basically one match.
Sure, yeah.
That opened a takeover card.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Steve Klain, what would be the most WWE finish that could happen at Hell in a Cell between Braun and Roman? Get this. Roman spears Braun outside the cage. Since Roman's feet hits first, he is the winner.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, something lame. It's like the most WWE finish is Superman punch spear 1 2 3. That's it. That's
I know.
it.
W.S. Fletcher, Braun is a Newfoundland. Drew is a Leon Burger. I haven't heard
Leon.
I've heard of a Newfoundland.
I'm gonna look up Leon Burger.
Jonathan says Saint Bernard, like a Saint Bernard.
Okay, that's good too.
Oh, that's a majestic looking creature.
Who's supposed to be this? Drew?
Yeah.
This is not a manly looking dog, though.
It's a huge dog, though. Look at that.
Yeah, it's big, but it also looks kind of like lumbering.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for Braun. What did he say Braun was?
A Newfoundland.
Newfoundland dog. Again, just look at his face. I want to kiss the face.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I love it.
My goodness.
Look at that. Look at that lucky baby right there. Just between two Newfoundlands.
AJ Styles contractor, power rank 5 mid-carders that should come out for Universal Open Challenge. 1 through 5 is Kurt Hawkins.
Name what now?
Power rank 5 wrestlers who can come out for the Universal Title Open Challenge. Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins, and Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, and then he wins?
Yeah. Beats Roman for the Universal title after losing 250 or 300 matches.
Like, I know that WWE doesn't book logically, but that's like so far outside the realm of logic.
I know.
I mean, Aleister Black when he gets better.
I suppose.
Does the Nosferatu entrance? That'd be great. But wouldn't everybody see it like during the commercial break? Like he goes out there and gets
I know.
bed.
I know.
He's just waiting there. I've always been curious about that. Have we seen him live?
Yeah. We saw his debut match live at Orlando. Takeover Orlando.
Okay, but we didn't like if you don't know in advance that he's going to show up on a bed.
And then we saw him at the house show here, but I don't think he did that entrance. I think
he didn't as a house
brought
show.
the fog machine.
Yeah.
I think it's the only two.
You think he's going to do the bed entrance when he debuts on Main?
He should.
Should, right?
It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty neat. Although sometimes he sort of stumbles off it.
That can't be a natural thing to do. Is right as the apparatus is at its apex, you kind of have to leap off.
It's like learning how to ride an escalator again.
Exactly.
Stumbling off one of those elevator or airport, runways that move.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne-Maker says, I'm here. Let's get this party started, Wanker.
I mean, it's
time
started
to end the show.
Ages ago, man. We're an hour, 8 minutes deep.
Yep, show's just over.
Let's do some pay-per-view, man.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
What are we going to do? Hell in a Cell?
Sure.
Did we do Hell in a Cell?
No, maybe.
We didn't? We did?
Don't remember.
We didn't and we did.
We did and we did. Oh, we did non-Hell in the Cell pay-per-views, I think. Where they had... Oh, my gosh.
Wankers. I was going to go to Hell in a Cell 2016. Go 2 years ago.
Pretty sure you watched that one.
Well, I know we did. I just want to see. I want to see like if this is stuff I'd remember. Oh yeah, those are all freaking easy.
I'll go to 2013.
Hell in a Cell. 2010.
Quiet Wyatt says, look up the Tibetan Mastiff.
All right, I'll do that after the show's done.
2013, I have 9 matches.
I've got 2010. I've got 7 matches. 7 matches.
All right, I'll get rid of 2.
All right.
First, Fandango and Summer Rae versus the Great Khali and Natalya.
Fandango.
Yeah.
All right. Tag team match. We had, let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and Cody took on Goldust, Kofi Kingston, and R-Truth.
Team Cody.
No. That's interesting that Drew and Dolph were a thing. They were called the Shows. Really?
That's weird.
This is 2010.
That's interesting. Guess there's history there. Next, a singles match for the U.S. Championship. The champion, Dean Ambrose, versus the challenger, Big E. Langston.
Dean.
No.
Really? Big E won that?
By count out.
Oh, God. All right. Submissions count anywhere match for the United States Championship. The champion, Daniel Bryan, versus the challengers, John Morrison and The Miz.
Oh, I'll go with Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. You are correct.
Next, a 2-on-1 handicap Hell in a Cell match, Paul Heyman Ryback versus CM Punk.
Oh, I remember that. I think Paul Heyman and Ryback won that.
No, CM Punk won that.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Did he? All right.
He did.
Singles match. See, I'm telling you, I'm going crazy. I don't remember that. Singles match. Jack Swagger versus Edge.
Oh, I think Edge would have to go over.
Is that your final answer?
Jack Swagger.
Edge.
Tag team match. The Real Americans, who of course were Cesaro and Jack Swagger, taking on Los Matadores.
Oh, the Americans.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, man, that brief 10-minute span when they pushed Los Matadores. Singles match. John Cena versus Wade Barrett.
Oh, John Cena.
No, man, this is Wade Barrett because John Cena had to join Nexus.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to join Nexus if you lose.
Next, for the World Heavyweight Championship, champion Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena.
Oh, what is this for?
World Heavyweight Championship.
Who was the champion?
Del Rio.
What year was this?
2013.
Oh, shit. Who? Del Rio retained?
No.
John Cena won it from him? Really?
Yeah.
Boy, God.
We're not doing very well.
I know. How many do you have? One? Me too. Singles match for the WWE Divas Championship. The champion, Michelle McCool, took on
Natalya.
McCool retained.
Yes, she did retain. By disqualification.
Do I get that or no?
Natalya won. Yeah, you get it. She retained.
All right. Fine.
That's so because look, that's a cop out for me too. I'll always say retained.
Yeah. Next, for the WWE Divas Championship, the challenger Brie Bella versus the champion AJ Lee.
Thank you for not saying the thing that I do not like to have said.
Well, she didn't use that back then.
Oh, well, that's good. Still.
Brie mode.
Okay, wait. Who? Brie versus who?
AJ Lee.
Who was the champion?
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee won.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're all tied up going into the last round. Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, my brother, Kane, who is now mayor of Knox County.
Yes, I'm aware.
Versus The Undertaker.
I guess Undertaker?
No, Kane won.
Wow. Next, Hell in a Cell match for WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels, special guest referee. Randall Orton versus Daniel Bryan.
Okay, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, HBK special guest referee.
Hell in a Cell, too.
Hell in a Cell. What was on the line?
WWE title.
Who walked in as WWE
No
champion?
one did.
Nobody did. Randall Orton won.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 3.
I got 2.
You got 2. I win by 1. That was a difficult episode of pay-per-view.
It really was.
For both of us.
Anyways, patrons.
Oh, we got a couple more super
What?
chats. Omar and Jonathan. Drew is a Cane Corso.
You guys are going way too deep into this dogs thing, man.
Yeah, man.
They're the dogs of war, not literal dogs.
Anyways, that's it for the show. You think that's real or not?
I don't know. There's
Somebody
a lot of matches.
leaked the card for Evolution.
That is a 14-match card. That's a lot.
That's too many cards.
But you never know.
Yeah. I mean, some of it seems obvious, but who knows? Who cares? Anyways, that's it for the show. Patrons, $5 and up. Stay tuned. We've got a great post-show, yay or nay. I think we're going to watch part 2 of that Adam Mayhem match in Korea, where he successfully defended the H title. Oh, no, wait, no. I think today we're going to do chat trivia because I'm not going to be here for tomorrow.
We
chat
do
trivia.
trivia today.
So I'll be drawing a prize for somebody. I'll be drawing a picture for somebody.
Sounds good.
So check that out. Hilton, can we please get some music here in this thing?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Hilton. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Tell all your friends, share us, like us, subscribe, all that crap. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.